When I think about my testimony, I see God's grace and his patience in my life. When I was 15, I had this chance encounter with a woman who was walking around talking to people about Jesus. I was going to play basketball, and she stopped me and she asked me if I knew him. I said, not really. And then she asked me if I wanted to accept Jesus, and I said, yeah. And from that moment on, I'd love to tell you that I was super passionate and on fire for Jesus, but I wasn't. I tried church. It didn't really work out. I went to youth group, but then they asked me not to come back because of some dumb decisions that I made. Fast forward, I joined the Marine Corps. I met a smoking hot lady, and we started going to church. It was at that church that I rededicated my life, and from that moment on, I'd love to tell you that I was super passionate and on fire for Jesus, but I wasn't. I eventually convinced that beautiful lady to marry me. Her name's Caroline Rowe, and we started a family. The Marine Corps moved us around, and I ended up at Camp Pendleton in Oceanside, California. And it was there that we started going to this church that was outside of the Salvation Army. And I remember at one Sunday, the pastor was preaching about something I can't remember, but he quoted James 2:26, that as the body without the spirit is dead, so is faith without works is dead. And in that moment, everything just kind of stopped. And God revealed kind of my life and my lack of works or effort or love for him. And it really allowed me to see how far from God I really was. But what was strange is that it was in that exact moment that he called me to full-time ministry through the Salvation Army. And for the very first time, I chose him over myself. And as soon as I did that, and as soon as I made that internal decision, I felt a wave of peace wash over me. I thought I knew peace. I know the definition of peace. I wasn't in any conflict or anything crazy, so I thought I was in a peaceful state. But as soon as that happened, I felt all the anxiety and fear just kind of fall away, and I felt true peace for the first time. Since then, I've been recklessly pursuing Jesus with all that I have. Sometimes I mess up, but he continues to put me in hard and awkward situations where I have to rely on him and trust and have faith. But even after 11 years of ministry, Satan tries to creep in and whisper his lies and tell me that I'm somebody that I'm not. He tells me that I shouldn't preach, I shouldn't teach, I shouldn't minister, I can't disciple. Who do I think I am? But part of obedience is believing who God says you are. That, yeah, I know I'm not enough, but in him I am. And so Philippians 1:6 says, be confident in this, that he that began a good work in you will carry it to completion until the day of Christ Jesus. And so he called me to this good work. And even though I'm not enough, he is more than enough. And so I look forward to the ministry that he set before me, and wherever he called me to, I'll go. And I'll give my all and allow him to make up the rest.